So the last thing I want to show you about shapes is how to take a bunch of shapes and like organize them so they look like they're in line with each other and that they're all doing what you want them to do. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to insert a new shape, and this time I'm going to go ahead and use like a star. So I'm going to scroll down here and I'm just going to grab like a 5-point star or 6-point, whatever star you want. I'm going to grab 7-point star. And I'm going to go ahead and draw a star, and I'm going to hold shift to keep it proportional. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw another one, like a different shape, a different star that I want to use. So I'm going to go and grab another one, hold shift, grab it, maybe make it a different size. Maybe go up and go to shape styles here and give it a different like style so it looks different. Then I'm going to go draw, another shape. So that way another star shape. So I have a few of them that I can work with here and be able to adjust and see how they are formatting. So I'm going to go ahead and draw one more, have 4 all together with 4 different styles. So that way I can kind of focus on the different pieces of how this works. So make sure you've got 4 stars, and there are 4 different styles, and they're essentially 4 different sizes too. Like I want big sizes, little sizes, those kinds of things. So what we're going to do is kind of align them. But what I do want to show you real quick is that on some shapes, they have these like yellow dots that appear. And the yellow dots actually allow you to adjust like pieces of the shape. So I can like make this like super pointed and stuff. So some shapes have those so you can adjust like the different settings inside of there. But what I want to do is I actually want to also go ahead and select all 4 of these stars. And what I like you to do, I challenge you to do, is I'd like you to make them horizontally centered. So they all are like in line with each other from their center. And then I'd like you to have even spacing between them. So see if you can utilize the tools on the shape format tab to be able to make them all horizontally in line. So they look like they're in line going across the page, and then that they're evenly spaced right here. So go ahead and pause the video here and see if you can do that. So not only can you send things back and forth on top of each other, but you can also align them. So there's an alignment objects option inside of the ribbon, and you have a lot of options here. They allow you to view grid lines. They allow you to align it to the page, to the margin, just figuring out where things go. So like if I wanted to center something on the page, I could, and I'll show you how to do that in a minute. But I actually have all these abilities to align and then to do this thing called distribute, where it like creates spacing. So in this case, I want to align the horizontal middles. So I'm going to go ahead and choose the align objects middle, and that will put them in the center of each other. And then I'm going to go ahead and choose distribute horizontally, and that will create equal spacing between them. So now I'm going to go ahead and right click and group these. And now what I want to do is take all these stars and I want to center them on the page. So this time around, I'm going to go to alignment, and I'm going to align to the page rather than the margin. So I'm going to go ahead and check align to page. And then I'm going to align to the center of the page, and it will put them in the direct center of the page. So you have lots of options for being able to align things and make it look like neat and tidy. And I highly suggest that you use these. And the last thing I want to show you is obviously taking this shape, and when you move it up to the text, how do you get the text to wrap around it, or how do you get it to go behind it? Again, you have those layout options, and you can make things be like tight around the circle and things will wrap around it. So you have the same layout options that you had with SmartArt and with pictures. You're going to see those pop up when we do other types of things like text boxes and those kinds of things. But that is a quick introduction to how you would utilize shapes inside of a document and really be able to control those shapes.